All on you, it's in your mind.
Coming to you live from Southern California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Angels. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway, and getting the start for the Angels, Kyle Hendricks.
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Ripped to short. Zips it to first. One out in the top of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup.
Hey, hey, now, haven't you heard? It's a brand new day. You can't bring me down, I'm on top of the world. So chuck it on my way. Like a butterfly cruising in the sky. No, you can't tell.
Willie Adames stands in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ward makes the grab, and there's two away.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The wind of the pitch. This one lifted in the air, left field. Drops into the glove, and that's the third out. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here at Angel Stadium. And on the mound in this one, number 65. What do you got on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get one or two over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here's a 1-1. And another ball. That's in there, and that is strike two. That one missed. High in the air, out to right. Makes the catch for the out. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Rengifo. The MO for him is contact, a guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team, and when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter, or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate. Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Trout. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The 1-1. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Rip towards third. Slings it across. What a play. Inning over. End of one. And we're still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the veteran third baseman, Matt Chapman. The pitch.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Got him swinging.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Just off the outside edge, 3-1. No score here in the second. And that one fouled off. That's to third. Zips it across. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Here's another look with StatCast singing. The throw needed to be strong to beat the runner, and it was.
Yeah, that play was close, and I think we need to credit that 88-mile-per-hour throw as the difference maker right there. That's just impressive.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, Lamont Wade Jr. And another ball. Two outs.
That's outside.
Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. And it's fouled away. That's inside.
That's inside.
Got it by him for the K. One left for San Francisco. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
Right fielder, Jorge.
And here it comes. Out towards left center. Ramos hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Logan.
So up next, Logan O'Hoppe. One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone. 1-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt pop it. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nolan Shotwell, the next to hit for the Angels. On its way to the corner. And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Angels held in check. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey.
The 1-1. Late with the swing there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And up next for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Three-two on the way. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
The right fielder.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
Yastrzemski.
So now 1-2. Hit on the ground might be two. Paris. That's out number two.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Man on second, two down. Hit hard on the ground is short. Gets it to first, and that is that. So the Giants leave one, and we're still knotted at 0. Back in Anaheim, set for the bottom of the third, and now the shortstop, Zach Neto. Neto checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. The 2-1. And that's down and away.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Next offering in there for a strike. Full count now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because he was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Kyron Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting ninth. The center field.
Here's Joe Adell. Kicks and fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That's back there. It's a bomb. You made him pay for that one. It's 1-0.
And he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Halos strike first with the solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Jung-Hoo Lee. And that one clips the corner. Left-hand hitter waits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out and one away. And here is Matt Chapman. And a 2-1 on the way. And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That clips the corner.
Count is 3-2.
One down, base is empty. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And a pitch. Got him looking. And now 2 gone. So here's Wade now.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
Two outs.
Ball, that's outside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And the righty deals. That clips the corner.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
At the belt and fires. To the right side. And that chance handled. On the run, throw to first. And that is the inning. Back here at Angel Stadium, and the batter now, Luis Rengifo. The 1-1 is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Misses, and the count is even, 2-2.
It's a good take.
Hit in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down.
Up next to the designated hitter.
And now batting, Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Ball to strike. Next offering misses down and away. 1 out, base is empty. Bounce to the left side. Into the outfield, base hit. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. And a pitch. Foul ball there.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And the right-hander deals. Close one, doesn't get the call. It's 2-2. Got him. And there's 2 down.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Now, Logan O'Hoppe. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Trout off of first with 2 away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. On his way over. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. Angels leave one. They lead it 1-0.
Swatted freeloaders arms when their hands was out. Hope you dudes in the street wearing Teflon if they don't like frosted. And
Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the DH, Wilmer Flores. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
The wind and the pitch.
Ball 2.
Action in the Angels bullpen. Ryan Johnson up and throwing. Detmers, a left-hander, also throwing. Two. Got him. 1 away here in the 5th.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Here's the catcher to hit, Patrick Bailey. There's the swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The Giants down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kyle Hendricks. They hand the ball over to a new arm, number 61.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Pulled the string of the changeup.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stump. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Back to the top of the lineup, Mike Yastrzemski up here. And the pitch. That one fouled off. 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a ball and 2 strikes. And another ball. On a line out towards center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. One left for San Francisco, and it remains 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the first baseman, Nolan Shotwell. Up the middle, Fitzgerald tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Batter number 9, shortstop.
And next for LA, Zach Neto.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Gets him to chase after that one. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Hayden Birdsong up and loosening in the pen. Number 73 getting cranked up as well. One down, base is empty.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches
batter,
to even that
19.
count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in is the speedy Kyron Paris. Next
Bad
pitch
ball,
misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
A couple sliders away gets that hitter to really start looking and even leaning out over the plate. Very susceptible for the 2-seamer here. Let's see what he throws.
In the air, out towards left center, and it drops in. And that keeps the inning alive.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Joe Adell. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Paris leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Slider misses outside. Check on the runner. Paris back in on a dive. Two outs. Pitch misses there. Full count now. Taylor Ward on deck for the Angels. And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Angels strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Willy Adames. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And that one cutting but missing down low. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 57 preparing to come on if needed. Burke, the lefty, warming up as well. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. And he beats it. He's safe.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And up next for the Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee. And he deals.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Here comes the pitch. Popped up. He's under it. Brings it in. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Here's Matt Chapman.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. In one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Not in time. He's safe. We're tied at 1.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
1 out. Runner at second. Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit. Righty delivers. Off the mark there. And a count 2-1. And a pitch. And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Outside low, and it's a full count. Lamont Wade Jr. waiting for a turn at the plate. Man at second. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. The pitch. On the ground to third. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That's down and in.
2 balls, 1
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Line drive. Fair ball. Runner from second crosses the plate. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Two outs, runner on first. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. And that's a little bit high. The count 2-1. And another ball. Patrick Bailey waits to bat for the Giants. Wade, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now the count filled up 3-2.
I got 3-2.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 3-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Reed Detmers takes over on the mound.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Fouls one off. 2-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
2 outs, runner at first. And now Tyler Fitzgerald. 2-1 now. In the air, left field. Ward drifts towards it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 4 and the Angels 1.
Don't get involved with me. I drop the top and feel this autumn breeze. You need gas till we can be.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Hayden Birdsong.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Stepping in, Taylor Ward. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Kicks and deals.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Luis Rengifo. And that skips in the dirt. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. That one fouled off, 2-2. And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Kicks and fires. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The other way, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And the righty deals. Outside. And a count 2-1.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right-handed reliever. That just misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw to third. Close play, but in there.
Couple of singles back to back. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
One down. Jorge Soler, the next to hit. Base hit and a run comes in.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
First and second, 1 out. And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. And a strike on the outside edge.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. That one not close. The count now 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Nolan Shanuel up next for the Angels. The pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Trapp, the lead runner at second. Soler over at first with 1 away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Eric Miller gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number 68, Eric Miller.
And here is Nolan Shanuel. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change.
Ripped down the line, way back there. It's got a chance, and it is foul. First and second, 2 down. This one in the air center field. Has this one sized up? And that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. Top of inning number 7. And the batter now, Mike
fielder,
Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And misses inside. That one lifted to left. Sizes this one up. One up, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie.
Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames. Chopper to second. Paris on to first, and they get Adames for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Ward going back, and it's caught just in front of the wall. Back in Anaheim, bottom of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach Neto.
The shortstop,
And here it comes. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
the batter number 19, second baseman, Kyren.
So digging in, Kyren Paris. The Halos trailing by 2 here, the bottom of the 7th. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
The center fielder, number 7, Joe.
So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. Not close with that one. 2-1. In the air out to center. Lee on the move. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
Let me start by saying, which one of y'all are ready to put in that work? Yeah, buddy, stop playing.
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, number 57.
57.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
San Francisco, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And that one is lifted in the air. Adell moves under it and makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Here's Elliot Ramos.
Ramos.
One down, base is empty. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Ryan Johnson, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Burke also throwing. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Boom, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him walk. That was just nasty.
Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Goes down looking. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 74.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And a pitch. A big swing and a miss.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Righty to the plate. Swings and misses, struck him out. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. At the belt and fires. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The tying run at the plate. And another ball. And a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. There's a swing and a drive. Lee going back. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
New inning getting started, and now the DH, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores.
The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. The pitch. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Strike 2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
That one laced to center and a base hit.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Fitzgerald.
Digging in, Tyler Fitzgerald. And the pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one opts against the fence. Coming home. The relay, he's safe.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
So the batting order turns over. And up next for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. And it's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Ryan
Lee.
Johnson
Now
into the game.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
So 2 on with 2 away. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Fitzgerald, the lead runner out at second. Adames at first, 2 out of the inning. Fly ball center field. Adele makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Giants get a run on the RBI double. It's 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Camilo Doval.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Righty delivers. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And he chases that one. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting, first base.
Now at the plate, Nolan Schanuel. The Angels trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ramos going back on this one. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Angels down to their final out. And here is Zach Neto. The Giants trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Doval is just 1 strike away.
Nope.
And the slider just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Two outs. That one misses. 3-2 now. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Bring it back, getting what's found
finally mine. Yeah, sigh relief, cause we finally signed. I's the best to lay his head round here. And no, I'm not the heir pair to whoever. They never could out-hit us. Try to think fast, but never could outwit us. The only thing that they could ever do is outfit us. When clothes fit strange, I'm playing Rick James. You see us? Come on, we make them want to say it again.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the Angels, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.